Hope that's enough water. I might need to go get more later on. Alright. Am I good to go? Hold on. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we're good. Just my chat isn't quite. My footage is buffering on the side. Please. Let me just. Let me just look at this. I think we're good. Alright. Alright. Back to case 5. Now we gotta talk to this girl again. That is the wrong button. Oh wait, I've already actually done that. So much for that. The genuine accusation. Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying? What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now? No, I swear it. I swear to God. Oh gosh, I forgot about you. I don't remember what voice I gave you. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street minding my own business when this little cuddling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This isn't my first time I've been targeted by these backslab scoundrels. Now then, real English my overcoat. Come on out now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause more trouble, I shall have no cause but to call the police. Hold on, what's everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy coat, and you'll think I'm the dodgy one. I'm sorry, but no one's gonna believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, well. Jeez. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Thanks for the host. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna talk in Discord for a little bit. Be right back again. Alright. Well, that was something. Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. Oh, alright. Yo, what? Evidence. Evidence that the article Miss Trade redeemed. Oh no, that's not her. Evidence of the article Miss Trade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman. Of course, we only need to consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to pick up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh? I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then, how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. All the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. I don't... okay, I guess they're gonna explain it to me. Thank you. Please, I don't get it. So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windibank. As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. He's looking inside the thing. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now. What is it? Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. A data deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? That's right, sir, yes. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. I have supplied you with the information you required already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There's no further room for doubt. Oh gosh. Alright, well, can I talk to you? Yeah, I can. Picture postcard gentleman. Excuse me, but who are you? One unexpected inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh yes, Japan. I heard talk of the place. What the heck? Oh. It's inhabited lived on some fiery brown colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices. What? You might be thinking of somewhere else. What was that theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps, anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first, before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really.
My name is Hisato Mikotaba. I'm Mr. Naruto's assistant.
I see. I see.
My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert Benedict.
Are you freaking serious? You bear absolutely no resemblance to the chicken that lives in my Animal Crossing town. Now, if only your first name was Egbert. Of course. That would take care of 2 lazy chickens. Egbert Benedict. Oh gosh.
Enchante.
He is so refined in how he homes himself and how he speaks, but the name is suspicious. No, should I give him a chicken voice? That should be kind of insulting. I don't know if I should give him a chicken voice. Oh gosh, why is my stream footage buffering? Hold on, I need. We'll see how that holds up.
Now to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once. There's someone with the style to carry it off. Brr, every move he makes, every breath he takes. I can't stand watching him.
And there it is. So we'll let that be an indoor matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir.
With such reasonable rates of interest, I might even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just 'cause I'm a driver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker.
But of course, sir. Here's a disc for you.
Just this one?
What? Pardon, sir?
I was expecting another. Or that is, I deposited another.
Another disc? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now.
So, Guttling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you?
Says who, eh? I know nothing about it.
Very well. Thou shalt bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute. That disc is mine. What?
Oh, what? What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Oh my, yes. There's blood on the. Oh, jeez, the actual blood. It's all because of those sharp little bumps. This man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it. Or you take it. What, me? If I hang on to you, don't have it off me again. So you keep all of that. Miss Lestrade, why is this so important to her? Oh, well, I guess we got the music box, Stace. Our first piece of evidence in this case.
You there, in the black livery. Hand that disco to me at once, please.
No, don't! He's lying! Grumps are liars! What do I do now? I'm going to resolve this. Let's go to Baker Street. I'm just kidding. Wow, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. Take a look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We need to do something quickly before this mysterious man leaves to fetch the police or something. Mr. Winterbeck is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. Oh no! Look at Mr. Winterbeck, walking diligently over shop. There's so many things I'm curious about, but somehow I don't really feel like this is the right time to be browsing. Coming this situation might be our first priority. I'm fairly certain that we can find just the great thing we need among the articles here in the shop. Oh. Well. What do you have to say? Mr. Sholmes? What are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Oh no, not again. So, you found me at last, Miss Naruto. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to look in the shadows. Clearly ostracizing as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind. I was soon ashamed to leave society, see what my downfall has done to me. Oh no. Feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Well, as you shrewdly observed, the only friend I have left is 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you clearly understand that that's my despair, Miss Naruto? How could you? Despair! Oh, so lonely. So desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, my craving for human contact. My ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Talk about an eavesdropper. Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. Don't. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again? Oh, geez, are we gonna actually do this right now? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, will my genius for deduction to be commoditized? How much could I pawn it for? Seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration. Okay, well, we're gonna start this case off with a bang. But who knows if it'll help resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Let's listen to it. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear that you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help. Straight away! He fell over. Not an hour later. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Edgar Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritable encyclopedic array of curiosity about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon? The first is this. The true reason for your visit to the Bromberger today is something you have not yet revealed. The second is this. The considerable crimes in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with the intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. So who do you think you are, sir?
Ah yes, as I hoped. That's precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock show. Logic and amazing spectacular. Here we go. The Great Deduction.
Mystery man's aim.
First of all, you must ask yourself on what business you have ventured on this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed, by that what you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is a staff recruitment flyer. A piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop.
You think he's gonna be? He wants to get hired.
Yet even though most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need for such employee. In other words, there's some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane, which you unwittingly clutched to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. Oh, I don't know, Rod. I've had this cane for years. The contradiction which I speak of is close. The missing
Ferrule. What the heck is a ferrule? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Ferrule. The context of wiring. Hold on, I need cane. Ferrule. Oh, it's the. Okay, it's the little rubber thing you put at the end of the cane. Okay, that makes sense. Alright.
The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip.
Or metal, apparently.
And yet detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your reconciling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently like to conceal, is the key to understanding this dribbling unit, you see.
What if it's a sword? I know that's flat out ripping off case 3-5 Bridge to the Turnabout, but I wouldn't be surprised.
From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod. What? It's a broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, I have determined this undeniable truth. The conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here. To take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath this premise. What a calculated crime you conceive, sir. What a calculated crime.
Ugh. The tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery. The great crime.
Now, Mr. Benedict, let's continue. We must expose the details of this elaborate crime we have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Say, for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason can I have to do, as you say? Oh, but there is an ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath his floor. The answer is revealed with a council notice on the counter to which your eyes are inwardly drawn. The letter gives notice that public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewage works, beneath the shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, hasn't it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the Great Vault of its financial institute office. What are you? In summary, sir, you devised a massive plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan! Which brings us to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with the Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. Postcard of the great exhibit, for you have quite lost me. Currently in the final stage of the preparation, the great exhibit will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete the centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault at the bank, on the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime we have been contemplating. Since after which stands in the vault of the bank. The special reserve runs for the great exhibition. Of course, that's top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Alright. This concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this palm-brokering puzzle. Mr. Sholmes. Well, Mr. Naruto, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? And how would you know that? Indeed, the few know its existence is one of government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me, in the strictest confidence. Okay. You just announced it to everyone here. Rather loudly, in fact. Ah. Yeah, it was such a big secret. How would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be only but one explanation for that. Clearly, it's because the man is a criminal. Facepalm. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he's a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does then, now that you revealed the secret. Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe the bank will. He already has plenty of shovels here, after all. On my life, I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea. Never heard of an excellent idea. Well then, Mr. Naruto, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to this great deduction again. See if I can massage it into shape. Whoa. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. The production was magnificent. Logic and music spectacular. Let's please fix this. Okay. So what we have. I'm not, once again, not reading this because it's stuff we already heard. What was the first point again? Oh, it's gonna talk about this. Staff recruitment flyer. So, but Mr. Shulb's reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, and attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he won't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? Alright. What the? Okay. Scribbled writing. Oh? Look at all the scribbled notes on the back of this flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name. Gina Lestrade. Height 5'2". Oh gosh, she's short. Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description, Miss Lestrade. Goodness! There's even a sketch of her, hat and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, the details of the shop has been written down here too. Winterbake's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline 15th of April. Which is today's date. Oh, Mr. Benedict, have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper. Oh, okay, good thing I acknowledged it. Well, that should be it. Boosh! Yes! Well, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing on the sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertains to the pickpocket Miss Lestrade and to Mr. Winbake's pawnbrokery here. Ah! He originally told us that he had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Winterbake's Pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So, you wait outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you've gone to such lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there's an ulterior motive for your actions. Okay, we're back to this now. Is he gonna change it? No, it's still talking with the cane. Missing ferrule. What's a ferrule? I looked it up earlier. It's a metal cap commonly found at the end of the canvas, or from what I saw, it could also be like rubber. Ah, the bit that makes a nice clacking sound on the pavement. That's exactly. There's a shoulder right. It appears to be missing on this cane. There's a someone. Oh, I'll be right back. There might be something going on.
Alright, no big deal. Nothing major. Did I read this already? Find it. I think I did. Oh, that's not. Oops. I messed that up. That's not the right input. There we go. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. The gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Schultz identified the canes as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. Like, hold on. Can I, like, move the camera? I can't. I see the AG in the initialing. Look here, Mrs. Sato. There's some letters on the handle. Ah, yes. Those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters in their names. So Herlock Sholmes would it be HS, you mean? That's right. The initials on this can, obviously. Oh! AG. It's silver! Why does it feel as though it's not quite right? No. Oh, why is my cursor all... What? Fine.
Take that!
That should be it. There we go. The contradiction of which I speak of is of course the initialing. Most astute observation. Would you say, Mr. Edgar Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, the initials are EB. Yet, in a most persistent manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. It's a contradiction, indeed. Would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't. You said before that you had this cane for years. So they're not trying to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Okay. You're quite sir. Something wrong? Will I? Alright, yeah, we're back to this again. Are you gonna say something different though? Okay, it's the same thing. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. That Miss Lestrade redeemed the fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name. Damn it! I wanted his name to actually be Edgar Benedict or Egbert Benedict because of the freaking lazy chickens that are in Animal Crossing. That would have been so good. Claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat could not possibly belong to him. Well, there's a rip in it. Oh, the seam of the shore is coming apart. Look. So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny growl. But now I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open. If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and you would have a hope of fastening it at the front. Oh, yeah, jeez. If you were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. That I'd like to see. Sorry? So how can I make Mr. Benedict run around? Just really giving this some thought. Well, we just see it. I want to say that's it. Can't like think of anything. There's the handle. The hat. Stylish hat. No, it's gotta be the rip.
Take
Proves
that!
it's too small for him.
Yeah. The split seam, which you evidently like to conceal, is a key to understanding this riddle. See? Yes, because the overcoat is red. Is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it open over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so boldly lied about your name, so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Ah! This catalog of juice has all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Winterbank. What really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. So abscond with a retailed item. Now, Mr. Benedict, let's continue. Okay. Alright, so this is all the same. Hold on. You suggest that I, a gentleman, design a wheeze to fill some tawdry article of pottage. You forgot that I redeemed the article in the proper manner, using the Rochford. Had I not been the one who deposited it in the first place? How can I possibly have known the relevant details in this cesspot? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you only to wear it. Oh, Mr. Benedict.
Okay, this is definitely new.
Ah, and your furtive glance is more than telling that I can have hoped. What? That is considerable. One might learn a secret watchword relating to the pawn property of another.
And he points to the same thing. So the council notice.
The direction of the deductions must change rather dramatically now, I think.
Yes, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity, because it all sounded really exciting. Anyway. You can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword.
Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Winterbank would never allow you to redeem the article.
Or looking at another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Winbank would allow you to redeem that article whether it's yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Why is my footage not working? Come on. Let me try restarting it. Putting the chat on my phone for a little bit. Jeez. Sorry about this. Never had it be this bad before. Alright. That should work. Hopefully. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah. Method is revealed by the council notice. Okay, no lit. Okay, we gotta like look at some of these.
Look at this, Mr. Sato. Ah, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Winterbank has scribbled to himself.
Let's see. What does it say? Oh, Professor. Ah, of course. Mr. Minute must make a note of that, of the watchwords his customer gave him right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well.
Oh dear. I don't know where to look. Who knows whether sleep is on his...
What are you doing? Why are you... Oh jeez, it defaulted to the gun. Don't do that. Okay.
Take that!
Why? This method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks for the customer's watchword, and asks on the response uttered on a note he has in hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less than a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Luttrell. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Winterbank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, and as is his common practice, you observed him writing the word "professor" on a notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawn article from the young Miss Lestrade. Now we're back to master plan. We've seen before. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? Well, an ill-fitted overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box is. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I mean, to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. Okay, we're back to the evidence part. The articles were talking about all the overcoat, the music box. The articles were talking about all the overcoat and the music box. It's one of the pockets. But according to Mr. Winterbank, isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? What if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto? Could we? Really? Better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far. Oh, we only have this. But I haven't actually examined it yet. We got the blood. Look at all the little bumps on the decks, they're so tiny. Yes, the protrusions called pins. They pluck the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Eggert Benedict. When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seemed. Like when you're grating some daikon radish and you accidentally got your finger. Ouch, just thinking about it hurts. Puts me off eating radish. Radishes! Oh gosh, what is this? For Mr. McGilded. Oh great. Oh, it's a little scrap paper stuck on the reverse of the side of the disc too. I'm gonna scribble a word or two. It looks like someone's name. For Mr. McGilded. McGilded, it could be. But it is, Mr. Naruto. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? McGilded. Well, now I know that. He wants it for a McGilded. I got working on my laptop again, by the way. You see, this music box list tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back? It reads, for Mr. McGilded. Ugh. Yeah, the guy that died. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his low mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate in his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. Fact. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you've squeezed yourself into. Ugh. He tried to remain sure of Mr. Egg Benedict. The final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pauper here today was to retrieve the article left behind by the late Miss Magnus McGilded. Ah!
Alright. Solved.
Elementary. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not any man expected to hear in these circumstances. Mrs. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Mr. Sato. Well, according to Mr. Winnebeck, what Mr. Winnebeck told us earlier, I almost had a stroke saying that. Today was the final day on which the code could have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. Today will be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well, today is 15th April, or the April 15th, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been the February 15th, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposit at 10:30 p.m., I see.
That suggests... Yes, 15th of February 15th. It's precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. At past 10 in the evening. It's precisely at which time, which the terrible events were unfolding. What? Suggestions are the word. You see, the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You're of course at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose, however. Ah! Yeah, I must insist you hand over the music boxes now. Put that friggin' gun down! It would be a terrible shame for you to return here to your land in a box. Ah, what do I do? Save. I'm assuming it's about now. Thou must. I'm just going to assume it's about thou must, but I kind of want to see if this is a game over. There's some things a man must protect at all costs. This may be one of those things. Then again, it may not.
Hold it!
But you said hold it. Mr. Windebank.
This is my shop. I cannot allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I shall have to take my own life.
Okay. Mr. Winnebeck, no!
Alright, that's a no.
Oh wait, that's not him. Oh, hi. It's you. Inspector Gregson! Inspector?
That's great, sunshine. The alarm was raised in one of my dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's this about, eh? Oh, pretty, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment.
Put that gun down. Thank you. Let's see, man. You have the upper hand. Okay, you take off the coat.
Right, you here got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty baggy.
Petty? Mr. Winnebank very nearly met with his end.
Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can kill. Oh dear. The whole operation could meet with this end if I don't get the Lamont case I'm supposed to be working on.
What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Grayson.
I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's less to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you got to come with me down to the station.
But of course, Inspector.
Ah! Get away! Get after him, lads! We're still a bit officer too.
Sir!
There's been a spate of pawn shops around here recently. You'll be feeling mercy buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed.
Now then, Mr. Permanently in warning.
Oh, yes?
I'll be taking that whatever it is to Mr. McGiller's down in the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course.
No, don't get rid of it. It's mine, that is mine.
Sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGiller has to be taken in as evidence now.
As evidence? Let's place the man as something as evidence. My dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. What's your relation to McGilded? And so we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to the Inspector Gregson. We were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. To be continued. Okay, well, that took an hour. Glad I stopped where I did it last time. So let's continue on. Closed. We've actually never been here. See, that's why I ate grown-ups. Oh, you got the jacket on now. All I did was feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh, really, Mr. Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What?
Oh my, surely you were given that.
Yeah, the D let me keep it. After I looked at it for long enough. He went to the box and said, "Go on then, have it," before telling me the scarper. Oh, it pays off. Giving people a look you ate him. To look like you ate him. I can't help feeling that this is gonna get you in serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was a nice shiny disc, mine. He's a boss disc. Mr. Windbag said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go have another bash. Give him a long and hard stare. I think not, Mrs. Straight. We shan't enter Windbags again today. Why not? It ain't fair. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. Police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Winterbank. But that is mine! I had the ticket of this coat and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else at all. That's what the rotten coat said, ain't it? Yeah, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Mr. Street, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, it's all your fault, Shobs. So what are your plans now? We done with us this evening? Eh? Ours means a delight to cook, I'm sure. That might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Nearly forgot about the violin and all this chaos. Nota. No. Why not come here on a place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Bye-bye.
Oh dear, she's gone.
Having revealed on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anywhere. Anyway, interesting. When she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll follow Iris set a place for potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you.
Oh, how exciting! What is it?
It's a surprise, doofus. You should have to wait to see, Mrs. Hutto. Till later then. Alright, well. I guess I haven't been out here before, so I should examine. Look at all the different things in the window of this shop.
That's Winterbanks, the pawnbrokery.
Looks much smarter than a pawnbroker's in Japan, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally.
It reminds me of a tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play you a sad song in the world's smallest violin.
What do the killers make us so stronger?
What does that kill you makes you strong? DMCA. That is nothing. I should probably.
Oh, I missed.
Is that literally it? Oh wait, crypto. There's more. Oh, there's more over here. Oh, it's our place. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. Still can't quite believe it. Never expected things would turn out like this.
Oh, I know! To actually be sharing a combination with the world's greatest detective.
That's stretching it for a little bit.
If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. Defend you? Okay. Nope. That's the wrong button. Let's just head back to Sholmes' suite. Oh gosh.
Ah, Sushi, Rudo! Come in!
Good afternoon, Iris.
Dang it!
Oh, that is the wrong voice.
Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it! Goodness, look at the time already!
Busy as always.
I am! I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening.
Already? You're obviously cooking something special, aren't you?
Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us.
Or potentially.
Guess who it is? Go on. You're gonna guess.
Look at those little eyes first shining.
Oh dear, this is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Jenny! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! That's wonderful news.
Well, Iris sees almost joy at the idea.
I can't wait to learn some pickpocket tricks from a real professional.
Oh yes, that does sound like fun.
I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruto?
By the chance, Iris? But, by the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to?
Hurry! Oh, it's been like that ever since he got back.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes. I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that.
I do apologize, but idiots like this is completely oblivious to everything.
Yes, I see.
Really? he behaves just like a dad sometimes. He does.
Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent-child relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it. I wonder where her real parents are.
What's the matter, Bruno? You have such a funny look on your face.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I know it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you wonder? Am I right?
How did you?
Oh, Bruno, I can read you like a book.
This girl's dangerous.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind.
Okay. I've got a bad feeling I'm not gonna like where this is going. So by Ginny, you mean Miss Lestrade, the young woman from the GAA case 2 months ago, right?
Yes! Who also stole my experimental skull grenade launcher? Although after that trial, I invited her back here, and we had dinner together. And now we're the bestest friends!
Oh, what a lovely tale.
Yes! Now I bump into her on the street. She runs away as fast as she can.
Oh?
And I chase her down down the back alleys.
Interesting idea of friendship.
Then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I developed.
Oh?
There's so many beautiful colors in the world, Ginny wants to make me a whole rainbow.
I need to drink water. Gosh. I suppose this means you've let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you?
Yes, that's right. Got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now.
Poor Hurley.
Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited.
I just hope she actually does come. With Sholmes.
I'm sure you've been wondering why I live here with Hurley, haven't you?
Well, it just crossed my mind. That. And where are your real parents?
My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore.
Oh, yeah, I figured they're dead.
Mommy passed away when I was born. And around the same time, my father. Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on.
Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley?
Yes! Daddy and Hurley was already solving mysterious cases together.
She didn't mean it. Mentioned that before.
He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what the middle chest over there. That's what's in the middle chest over there.
Really? You record them all? Huh. I've always thought that was just a mediocre looking dining table. I guess that is a chest.
So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes? Really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh, yes. I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it?
So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father.
Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up.
Found your father's memoirs?
Yes. So I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out about the author of all those accounts. It was my father.
So Iris' father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. Alright.
I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy. I mean,
Must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you at such a young age.
Hurley says it's because he would have been able to hide it from me.
Oh?
Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouth sometimes.
Right.
Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, actually.
Why is it Mr. Holmes simply told you all those thrilling stories?
No, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as we solve the case, it's all but vanishes from his mind.
Oh, I see.
The other day, it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved, proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone.
You can say that again. Reminds me of a certain Ace Attorney case I will not say.
Show your father's attorney, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned it from his diary that he's a doctor of medicine, you see.
Wilson! I don't want to make that joke.
That's what probably prompted me to study so I could earn a doctorate as well.
Iris' father, who went to some distant land, is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. Wait a minute. What the? I just remember. Oh no. I knew it before the flashback came up. Oh. Victim's name was John H. Wilson. Wilson! That's right. Visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Miss Susato.
Yes?
Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further this time.
I think that would be for the best.
Good, she also remembers. Ah, my dear fellows. How good to see you. Oh, hi.
Mr. Sholmes.
Why did you not make your presence known to me before? Ha! Well, no matter now. So how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really?
Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed?
You know what? I almost wonder. Does he suffer from short-term memory loss? That would be very interesting. My violin? Whatever you're talking about, dear madam.
Oh,
Never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. What? You found another one?
oh, another music box disc?
No, not another disc, Mrs. Sato. This is the one Griggs, the man we hand over as evidence. Mrs. McGill's disc. What?
Oh my.
And then what's it doing here? You know what times, Mr. Naruto. I think that though we have an undeniable term for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny.
Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be a pickpocketing assistant. And Bruno could be a go-to lawyer if we ever got caught.
Right.
Plus, Susie has such a beautiful handwriting. She could write all of our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted.
We're not turned into a life of crime. I'm just gonna pretend this conversation never happened, I think. Alright, well. The music box disc. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is why I always carry some of this. Caramel?
That's more caramel, Mr. Sholmes.
Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will hear me, my dear fellows. Cash your minds back to when the good detective confiscated that disc. Yeah, it was bloody. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc on my hand, did I not? Yes, you did. But I still don't understand. Just at the precise moment, I saw my one and only friend in action. Press the disc into a pair of bars, like this. Oh. Okay. Well, surely he would have noticed that the caramel marks all over the bar, but that's or all over the disc. I mean, but that's interesting way to make a copy. That's amazing. The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image on the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resilient to melting. The result is of a precisely controlled solution.
How extraordinary!
Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take housekeeping, for example. A simple press in its unique form is duplicated. Yep, it works exact same way, it seems. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high scrutiny. Yes, sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess that I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Music on the disc.
Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes, what music does it display?
Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not.
Goodness, you don't know, Bruno?
Oh god, we're getting a graph. Look at this.
Inside a music box is a special metal piece called a comb. This is what produces sound.
I know how a music box works.
Small protuberances plucked from the different texts of the comb and they rotate past it, making different notes. The first music box is to be able to use a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it.
Okay, yeah, I know that type of music box. And usually the music is either creepy or soothing. I've never seen like anything in between. But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe.
Why exactly?
Because the discs are easy to produce, and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are great many firms in Europe now, manufacturing music boxes as a result.
It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present.
But it's a very successful invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one's firm music does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular pitch was designed to be played. Oh, okay, I see. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It is quite intraceable. I see, so that's why. Naturally, I tested this in the few music boxes I have in my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. Ugh. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. So, I'm presently engaged in acquiring an example of all music boxes ever made in Europe. Oh no!
Every single one? That
That's Hurley for you. Always taking things too far.
But, my dear girl, an unsolvable riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely, all the different types of Europe roam into a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that's certainly true. In the worst case, I should just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? Okay. What about McGilded? Magnus McGilded. Not unexpected here so soon. Yes. It's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Okay, well, if he remembers McGilded, then I don't think short-term memories would be an issue because well, he wasn't there for that case though. Well, I'll keep that theory in the back of my mind. Oh gosh. Miss McGilded perished within hours of that trial's conclusion. Oh gosh, hi. Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows still now. I think I've just bumped my mic, I'm sorry about that. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash. Not a shred of evidence remained. With the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we unsuccessfully established Miss McGilded's innocence in that trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. And I still think that we should have actually gotten a guilty verdict on that case. Yeah, it was like looking increasingly suspicious for him. So guilty should have been the guilty. He should have been guilty for sure. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to look at this again. The murder of the brickmaster, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened on that night. And although Mr. McGill was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. It appears the case is not yet closed.
Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Jeannie will be here before long.
Thank you, Iris.
Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do.
I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right.
Oh, that reminds me. That's something Mr. Winnebeck said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he?
Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of unworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe.
So you heard about that, didn't you?
I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Winnebeck's storeroom, gathering dust.
My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault.
What about your Stradivarus, Hurley? Was that safe and secure?
Well, there may be the occasional mix-up, caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now.
Do you have an idea how long it took me to write that big Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it sounds like so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it.
What? 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 Did you say the title accidentally? What's going on here? Or does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room?
Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles? But how could you know the full title? Oh, that's...
It's because Mr. Sutter is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course.
But Verno, the Hound of the Baskervilles has never been published.
What?
When I shared Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet.
I don't understand.
That's why he said that he'd keep it safe. Till it was the right time for the story to be public, you see.
So that's why the manuscript is at Windibanks.
And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on?
What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Hi. Miss Lestrade.
This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going. Bye-bye. No, wait, Miss Lestrade.
We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris?
Oh, yes, just wait there, Judy. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along now, Susie.
Right, of course.
It's a pleasure to see you, Miss Lestrade. Please, make yourself at home.
Don't stay in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some metal son? What say you to this metal son? I won't take no for an answer. Metal Summit is then.
Ow!
Oh. Oh, hey, Looney, and thanks for the host. I'm doing well, Looney. We just learned that apparently Miss Susato knows the name of Mr. Sholmes' unpublished adventure, the next adventure that's stored in the storehouse. Apparently she knows the title. I don't know why, but she knows something that I don't. That evening, Iris prepared us a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance wasn't no way meddlesome. And Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Oh, nice, I see. Cool. I see. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. The good part, yeah. It's like it's that night. Funny. Alright. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, Iris' cooking was truly divine.
I feel as though I could still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now.
Best of all, but I can steal the glasses from his lordship's face next
Next time we're like, oh no. Okay.
No, Huda-san, can I consult you about something, I wonder?
What's the matter, Susato-san?
It's about the telegram I received.
The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. Oh, that's right, you did receive a telegram.
I've been summoned.
What? Summoned? What do you mean?
The telegram was from Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strong has asked to see me.
The Lord Chief Justice. When?
tomorrow morning.
What? Then we'll have to start preparing at once.
Oh no! That won't be necessary in our design. Let's summon alone.
Alone? What on earth for?
I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow.
What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh, who could that be, I wonder?
Good evening, friends!
Ah, Iris, hello again. Oh, hi.
And Gina too.
Yes, Jeannie's gonna stay with us tonight. She's gonna sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Jeannie?
Well, yeah. I just realized we have a fish tank in the back. That's kind of cool.
How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea.
You know, I've learned so much today.
Oh, what? Particular?
All these things Jeannie showed us. Wasn't it wonderful?
Yeah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we?
I think I'll awaken a natural talent. I can earn a living from it.
Might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. So, what brings you to our humble quarters at this late hour?
Well, you see, I came to return this.
Oh no! No, my badge! You took my badge! No! Learn his badge! Wait, what? That's mine!
How did you?
I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it.
Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Iris is literally a child genius.
So anyway, here, you got it back. Now I can really understand why you wear it, though.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, then. Good night.
Yes, good night.
So this is your office, isn't it? What do you think, Judy?
I think warm fancy me some chances with all your lives in a place like this.
Yes, me too.
Oh no. You know, it seems as though Iris here has something she'd like to talk about.
I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript.
Yes, I suppose she probably does. Okay. What is this? Alright, let's... What do we have here?
Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you?
Aren't you gonna tell me?
I'm so sorry. I need a little more time. Please.
Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward.
Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all.
I don't know what it is all about, really, but... It's all a story made up, isn't it, Iris? This mantle script or whatever we call it?
It's not exactly a story I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries.
Daddies?
That's right. I don't suppose I mentioned it to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner.
I need a drink. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna get more water. Yeah, I'm running low. I will be right back.
am back. I am back with a fresh glass of water. And let's get back to this game. Hold on, that first. There we go. So where was I?
They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together.
Is that right, mister? Apparently so. Not as surprised as you are, though.
And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I studied them and write my stories based on what actually happened.
So where's your old man now, then?
He had to go away on urgent business to faraway land. He'll be gone a very long time. So, I never really met him.
Oh, right. Come to think of it. I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Okay. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story. I take it it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts?
That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean.
Oh, how?
I don't really know. But it makes me special in some way. Because after I'd written it, and after I showed the manuscript, after I'd written it and showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned it white as he turned as white as she. It was the first time I'd seen her like that.
Oh, flashback, but we haven't seen this part. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled about it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances.
Well, why not? It's one of my best works.
I'm not at liberty to say. Not now. So please, do not ask me.
Alright then. I won't.
But I do solemnly swear that I'll explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how your manuscript came to be with Mr. Winterbacon, isn't it?
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe.
That really gets my ghost that does. He's treating you like a child. It's me, that's what it is. Keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Eh? If you said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I think so too. You lot are trying to trust him for your own good. But he can't be pulling over the wool of my eyes. Sholmes is lying, Iris. I bet my life on it. What?
Hurley's lying to me?
Okay, well, let's talk to Gina about her parents. Oh, and Sholmes' lie, too. I've realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. Ain't got any, have I? Neither did I. Oh? Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we were born, not even our mums. That's sad. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life and I love it. I get a kick out every time I lift some poppin's idiot's purse. And that's how we all four to eat. I like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it.
Oh, Gina.
I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents. I mean, I've always thought it makes everything right. But I've listened to what Iris had just said. Sounds like having parents ain't always easy either.
I mean, if you know you never had him, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet him.
It's true. I do want to see Daddy so much.
Well, you're never gonna see him. Sorry.
Oh, Iris.
Gina, what do you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris?
Well, he reckons he bobbed the mantle script or whatever, right? But come on, that's obviously all rubbish. Why? Why do you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was real in old Winnebago storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but you asked me. He sold it. Without telling you. What? Harley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Huh. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, the mantle script ain't on Winnebanks. You'll soon see it if you have the look. Yeah, you think you can trust him? I don't. The Sholmes is a liar, like the rest of him. If I'm honest, I've wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? See? Oh, but I don't mean it like he sold it. I mean, I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. A lot to think about.
My goodness, look at the time! Come along, Ginny, we should get back downstairs. Yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning.
I insist. Don't you have a place somewhere to go to?
Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Iris, I'm sure it's easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child.
Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too. Never heard of son.
Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at UMA University. Can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Hmm? Mr. Naruto. Mr. Naruto. What the heck? That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. Oh. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. What? Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired. Oh no, I've got a bad feeling. I ever see this expression. She's just looking forward to breakfasting with Mr. Sato. No, I believe the girl has gone home. I don't believe the girl has gone home. But I'm waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me. Look out the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? Pawnbroker's open. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? That's Mr. Winnebake's pawnbrokery. It's... Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh no. Sorry, I can't any longer.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't say anything. Do not say anything. Do not say anything. I'm not. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I can't see chat right now. I can't see chat. Just in case. Could Gene have gone? Seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Miss Naruto. Sorry? Oh no, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. To once. Oh, Mr. Sato. Mr. Sato. Okay. Okay, the door to the window banks, it's open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let's hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. There's a... oh no, there's blood on that. There's no one here. Oh yes, there is. Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me in it, Mr. Naruto. But after them, go. Right. It was the shadows of those two doofuses we saw in the last case. Blast! Lost them. Hello, what do we have here? Oh, hi.
The alarm was just raised when this bomb broke, sir. Would you know something about it?
Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot.
Shot?
With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windobanks.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruto.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
I don't see a large amount of blood. No, Mr. Windobank!
It's Gina!
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, okay. To be continued. Alright. It's less trod. Oh, I wanted to get to the save points before I looked at chat again, just in case, because I knew there was a cutscene coming up. So I just looked at the chat, and I just realized you're correcting me on the name. No, I've been saying less trade because of I've been saying less trade as in like the name is a pawn off of trading, but I get it's a pawn off of trading, so because like Gina is a just steals from people. She wants to trade less, so that's why I keep calling her less trade. But well, I'm sorry about the miscommunication. I see chat right now. I am sorry. Okay. But with that, that's actually a really good place to stop. We now have a murder. It's always been. Everybody has their own ways of saying things. If you want me to say Lestrade, I'll say Lestrade. Yeah, if you I I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'll put that in the back of my mind. But that'll be it for this stream. Don't Have you never watched Sherlock or something? No, I don't know like any Sherlock or Sherlock Holmes stories. No, sorry. So thanks for tuning in though. Sorry about the miscommunication, and next time we find out who killed Windabank. It's just so weird. All right. Well, thank you and goodbye. See ya. Bye bye.